Zoom meeting. You are welcome to tonight's Zoom meeting. My name is Adeyemi Fakomiti. I'm a international distributor of Enagic, okay? And also a 5A distributors of Enagic. So I'm so happy, I'm so glad to host you on tonight's meeting. All right, so we're in the business of Enagic. So Enagic is a Japanese company. Since 1974, this company has been on producing this wonderful technology called Kangen machine. But before we go into the proper, let's check what we have. First, we need to look at this plastic bottle. This is where in this part of the world that we store our water, plastic bottle. We have so many companies here that produce this water and they store it in this. Now, the problems of this water is this plastics. This plastic is actually made with a chemical called bisphenol. Bisphenol is a very harmful and dangerous chemical that destroys the property of the water. So the longer the water stays in this plastic, the more emission and the more the water becomes dead. And bisphenol is responsible to the rising of diseases in both children and adults in this part of the world or in anywhere in the world. So we need to stop storing our water in this plastic. So welcome to the world of Enagic. Like I said earlier, Enagic is a Japanese company since 1974. This great company is producing this wonderful machine called Kangen machine and distribute it around the world. You can see the world map where this company is present. Over 23 countries, over 40 branches. But if you look at the world map, you see that Africa is not having spot of Enagic. But to the glory of God, I'm happy to announce to you that late last year, Nigeria was approved and we have presently our office in Adeni Jones. That is number 18C. All right, Adeni Jones at exactly Abba Johnson or 41B bus stop. And there we run our seminar. Despite the fact that the office is not yet officially opened, we run our seminar there. We are given a privilege to do that every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Kindly follow up on our group chats so that you can get more adequate for the seminar. Okay, so now, like I was saying, you can see a lot of countries where they enjoy this technology since 1974. But you know, in 1974, they only produced the bigger size of the technology, only for us to use to collect, to get quality water to help the recovery of the patient, and also to get water to sterilize equipment, because Kangen machine produce 5 different types of water for different purposes. So, but until 1994, after 20 years, test running using this technology in Japan hospital, they decided to produce domestic model and they call it Level Look SD501. And since 1994, they've been distributing it around the world. Okay. Now you can see a lot of companies, a lot of countries is enjoying it. Only Africa is not, but thank God that our office will now have it in Africa. So the name of this technology is called Kangen water or Kangen machine, produced by Enagic company. Now, Kangen simply means back to origin. That is, if you continue to enjoy water from this technology, it will help your body, it will flush out any form of acid in you, and your body begins to heal up itself and be free from disease. All right, now, the whole essence actually began in 50 when a group of doctors moved to this spot you are seeing, France, Mexico, India, Germany, even Saudi Arabia, to look at the spring water, water from the top of the road that people usually call it miracle water, simply because the water heals their body when they have access to it, and they tag it miracle water. And this is what made this group of Japanese doctors to collect the water, to check the property content in this water, and they discovered that more Mante water contains same property, and that property content there is called active hydrogen. And the leading doctor is Shiriata, a Japanese doctor. All right, that active hydrogen is an antioxidant water and also is an anti-aging. Reason because checking the ORP there, it is negative, while every other water is positive. ORP means oxidation reduction potential. That is, the water is free from oxidation. And every water we drink before now is oxidation present. So we're going to check the 3 property content in this water coming out from this machine, because what they try to do, what they do is that the content or the active ingredient found in mountain water, they also help us by using Kangen machine, by using rock, a gemstone rock called titanium plate, to cause what we call ionization. Ionization is a process where Kangen water will help to separate bad water from the water source that is supplied to the machine and give you, split it into 2 parts, positive electron and negative electron. Positive electron water is acid water, while the negative electron give you the best pH and microclustering. It contains 3 major properties, and which we're going to discuss. The first property content in this water is 1, antioxidation. That is, it is free from oxidation because the charge there is negative. Now, once because it happens like that, then it is an antioxidant water. It will slow down aging process when you continue to drink it into your system. Now, everything around us is oxidized, because the more you live in an oxidation environment, the faster your body begins to age. When you open an apple to tell you that the oxygen is highly oxidized, within 5 to 10 minutes, the apple becomes brown. Now, that brown shows that the air is highly oxidized. Okay, that is why you see we age faster when our water is oxidized, when our food is oxidized, and when our oxygen is also oxidized, then it will be faster we age, because our internal body will build up what we call acid tissue. Now, we're going to check this oxidation in water too. But before we do that, another object called tomato. A typical tomato will tell you when oxidation catch up with. The fresh tomato, with a woman used to cook a very nice soup, but when oxidation catch up with its rotten tomato, then the soup will lose its taste. Now, in tomato, you note the presence of oxidation. In apple, you know the presence of oxidation, but when it comes to water, you cannot know, because water is transparent in nature. Living tissue plus oxidation is equal to sickness. That is, if you drink water that is oxidation present, then you breed sicknesses tissue in your body systems. That's that. Now, water is transparent in nature, and that is the reason why you cannot know the oxidation present, because when water moves from fresh to oxidized, it doesn't change taste, it doesn't smell, and doesn't change color. It remains the same because it is transparent. But to check oxidation in water, this table and the ORP meter, which is oxidation reduction potential meter, will help us to check oxidation present in water. Now, when a reading is coming out from this meter and it is showing a number that is not having a minus behind it, it is a plus. Plus means aging is highly oxidized. That means the water is also rotten as that tomato. But once it contains negative ORP charge, negative millivolt charge, then it is a water that is free from oxidation. And immediately it is an anti-aging water, and it will reduce oxidative stress in your body. Now, stress is things that it happens to us as we live our daily activities. But if we have a stressed body, then sleeping becomes a whole lot of problems. Now, what happens is there is a particular hormone in our brain that when we have less of that hormone, it's called melatonin, then sleeping becomes a lot of problems. And if you don't sleep, when you sleep, that is when your body will be able to heal up themselves and take off the stress, so that when you wake up in the morning, you have a whole lot of energy to be able to face your daily activities. But if you drink Kangen water, what Kangen will do to your melatonin is that it will help your brain to release enough of that melatonin so that you can have a very easy to sleep. Sleeping becomes an easy thing. Within at the tip of your finger, you can sleep. Okay, and we're not just talking about rolling on bed, but we're talking about very deep sleep, which might take you 5 hours, 3 hours, or 4 hours, but you are totally off your body. And when that happens, then you begin to take off stress, because Kangen water help body to release enough melatonin to aid your sleeping. Now, let's go and check this video that will help us to check oxidation in water. And Mr. Simon, so I want us to take a time to watch it. So we have presence of tap water, we have RO, that is reverse osmosis water. We also have mineral water and also mineral water. The next one is soft drinks. Soft drink, that is sugar content drink. All right, so we also have it. Now, we also need a meter, which is called ORP meter. And the last water there is called Kangen water. Currently collect from Kangen machine. All right. Now, you can look at all this water. They all have same color. It is colorless, but a lot of differences in this water. So here we have the meter called ORP meter. Now, dropping up this meter into the water, reading begin to come up. Now, if it is showing a number without minus, it is a plus. Knows that, and plus means rotten water. Now, here in the tap water, we show 400 millivolts positive charge. That is oxidation present. Now, the arrow also shows 4 above 400. Then the mineral is showing above 400. They are all positive water. That is oxidation present. The next one is sugar. You can see sugar moved above millivolt of 500. But check Kangen water. Immediately the millivolt will move to negative. You see the negative charge above 400 going to 500 and above. The higher it is, the more antioxidation. The higher it is, the more antioxidant content in it. And we all know the importance of antioxidant into our body because antioxidant destroy free radicals in the body. So the second property we have in Kangen water that is also found in any water in the part of the world, except that water coming out from Kangen machines called alkalinity. Alkalinity is a kind of nutrient that most people want to be in their water. But we have two types of alkaline. Induced alkaline and ionized. But Kangen one is ionized. That is, nothing is being added to the water. Your borehole passes through this machine, and this machine will split the water from the outer part to two parts, positive electron and negative electron. If you check the negative electron, it will give you the best alkaline. If you check the positive electron, it will give you acid alkaline. I mean acid tissue, acid content. All right. Now, the second alkaline is called induced. How do you get induction in water? First, adding baking soda into water, it gives you alkaline. Add lime into water, it gives you alkaline. Then there is a bottle produced by Chinese. So many network marketing sell in Nigeria. Now, get that bottle, pour water, and after a while, it becomes alkaline. Then, the third one is called induced. Induction, they call it dosing. That is, pour a lot of chemical into your tank, and it makes it alkaline. Such alkaline is an induced. When you drink such alkaline, the molecule structures of the water remain intact. Now, the problem is when you drink it, go to your tummy, it go to the digestive enzyme, and for your body to have access to the alkalinity content, your kidney need to help you to break it down so it can access the alkalinity content. And when you do that, you are mounting a lot of pressures in your organs that in longer run consumption of such alkaline can lead to a lot of diseases, a lot of organs failures in the body. A lot of doctors run through videos on social media, desist people from taking such alkaline. Now, Kangen one is, it's called what we call ionized. That is separate of electron and also what? Positive electron. That is the best alkaline. Now, to check alkaline in water, we need two things, pH tester and also pH chart, which we have here present. Now, if you look at this pH starts from 0 and end in 14. The middle of that pH is 7. 7 is neutral. So anything below 7 in the color chart is acid. And acid water leads to sicknesses in the body. Anything above 7 is alkaline, which is healthy body. All right. So let's watch another video that will help us to more information about alkaline and acid. Here we see have the same water that we used the other time, and the pH tester. pH means potential hydrogen. Remember the hydrogen in the mountain. So we want to check hydrogen content in this water. So the tap water, we have a drop there. Okay, you can see the color that is coming out. Remember that 2 mineral at the centers are induced alkaline. That's why you see the alkaline content in the stream. But the best among the alkaline you have there is what Kangen water, which is blue. That is above 8.5 and above pH. Now, before you drink Kangen water, your body is active. When you drink Kangen, what will happen? As Simon is pouring it, he moves the tissue of that acid content to pure alkaline. But watch this next one. You see, it will move it also to alkaline content. He moves it to alkaline content, but the next one, which is called soft drinks, because of too much of acid in it, 9.5 pouring into this water still remain active because of the danger that we have in consuming this kind of drinks into our body system. Now, a cup of sugar drinks into a healthy body, the whole body will move straight from alkaline back to acid. The more you consume salt, the more you are inviting diseases into your body system. So among the water we have here, Kangen water is the only water that passed through the natural alkaline content. Now here we have research done by a doctor, a German doctor. His name is called Dr. Otto Erik Warburg. He did the research in 1923 and he got a physiology Nobel Prize in 1931. That is about 12 years after the research. That the metabolism of a tumor demonstrated that all forms of cancers are characterized by two basic conditions, which is acidosis and hypoxia. Hypoxia means lack of oxygen. Lack of oxygen leads to what we call acidosis in the body systems, and this leads to cancerous tissue, because after checking the tissue of someone that is having cancer, cancerous cells, see that the whole acid is there in the tissue. While healthy tissue is alkaline. Now, you now say in the last paragraph, the private cell, 35% of oxygen for 48 hours, it may lead to cancerous in the body systems. So every home in Nigeria needs this technology that we are talking about tonight so that they can collect water from this machine and move whatever form of cancerous in their body to alkaline tissue. Now, here we have the third property that contained in Kangen water, microcluster. Microcluster is talking about small water clusters that are easy for absorption. The water is micro, then there will be easy absorption. Human body is made up of 70% of water. That is, the largest organs in the body is water. All the organs in the body, they have a very high ratio of water content. Why do you and I need microcluster water? Two things: to help supply nutrients into the body. Two, to detox, to get rid of waste out of the body. These two reasons we need micro water. Now, microcluster is talking about better hydration and elimination of toxins. That if the water was able to hydrate your body, then that means your body swims in water. Then there will be easy elimination of toxins. Regular water in clusters is H2O, and in molecule structures, about 15 to 20. In cluster, it clusters together in form of blood, and this makes it very large and limit absorption to the body. Same water, your borehole, same water, go through this Kangen machine, and Kangen machine will separate it to two parts, positive electron and negative electron. Now, the negative electron, when you check the molecule structures, is already micro. So you break the unit to 5 to 6 in molecule, it becomes micro. So microclusters allow greater penetration and easy absorption to the body. So the thought, you want to check the video and look how it goes. So we have a tea bag that we are going to use to do this live demonstration. But before we do that, I want to talk about this. First, a tea bag is representing our cells in the body. The only water that gets through your cell is microclusters. Most larger water is unable to break the bag to get access to the cell. And when the cells receive micro water, it will help them to rejuvenate. And when cells rejuvenate, they begin to give more birth because cells have the last thing in our body systems. So micro water is the only water that penetrates through the cells to flush to detox to get rid of zombie cells out of the body. So now we have tap water and Kangen water. So we're going to pour the two at the same time. Watch which one is going to come out faster. You see that Kangen water will be the one that will come from the tea. All right. Sorry for that. So we are repeating it. So here we have the tea bag. So Kangen water and the natural tap water, which hasn't gone through the machine. So watch the two live demonstration coming out from this. So which the tea is coming out fast? Kangen water, because it's micro in nature, the tea is naturally out of the tea bag. Now, we want to do what we call, nutrient absorption. Nutrient absorption is when you eat good food and you drink regular water. Regular water will destroy the property of that nutrient. Same type of tea, but different type of water. Watch what happens. The tap water will destroy the property of that tea, while Kangen water will make more tea. To tell you that Kangen water is micro in nature, it multiplies the cells of that tea bag into more, so that you can get more access to the nutrient in that tea bag into your cellular level, into your body. So this is the third property. Among these three properties that we check, Kangen water is the only water that was able to scrape through all these three properties that we check. Thirdly, here we have a lot of doctors that approve this technology. They approve based on the experience they have with Kangen machine. They've used it to treat a lot of patients, and they get amazing results. And that is the reason why they write books, and for keeping this legacy on for most people, so that they can have access to see that when you have a disease, it is not the end of the life. If you can have access to Kangen water and change your diet to change your diet, okay, to organic base, then your results can be amazing. You can still live. Okay, the first is Dr. Enagic. He is a co-inventor of colonoscopy. Colonoscopy is a procedure when they put camera from the back and to get access to your internal system to perform operation. He is a co-inventor of that procedure, and also shield endoscopy. Endoscopy is putting camera from your mouth to get also access to your internal system. He wrote a book called Enzyme Factor. Second, we have Dave Carpenter. He's a naturopathic doctor. He wrote a book called Change Your Water, Change Your Life. Another one is called Bob Wright, director of American Anti-Cancer Institute. He wrote a book called Killing Cancer, Not People. Fourthly, Dr. Peggy Parker is also a naturopathic doctor. He wrote a book, 70 Ways of Using Kangen to Take Care of Diseases, or Means of Using Kangen Water. So we're going to check the book first, Killing Cancer, Not People. Here it says on chapter 6 of the book, it said, step 3 of the cancer diet, restructures ionizer water to save your life. On page 158, it said, I believe that ionizer water is mandatory baseline requirement for those with cancer. On page 168, it said, if I were looking for electrolyte unit today, I would choose SD501 made by Enagic company, the Rolls Royce of water ionizer, Kangen water, been in business for 30 years, because he wrote the book 18 years ago, but presently, Enagic is 48 years in business. Okay. Lastly, on page 170, said, I have no financial interest in Enagic company, nor do I receive any remuneration for my recommendation. Like I said earlier, they do this recommendation or endorsement willingly to help humanity, so that even after they are gone, they can read the book and get access to Kangen machine and have access to Kangen water to heal up their body. The book of Dr. Enagic, you can see his profile there, Enzyme Factor. And on page 159 said, Kangen water is alkaline-rich water. The pH range between 8 to 9 and is considered the very best of drinking water because of its incomparable power of hydration, detoxification, and antioxidation. Now, here is the 4th book that he wrote. On these books, everything he talks about there is making reference back to Kangen water. If you really want to live a healthy life, you need to acquire Kangen machine in your home so that you and your family can enjoy life optimally. Now, here is recorded testimony of Dr. Enagic. Someone with inflammation. Inflammation is talking about arthritis or rheumatoid arthritis. You can see the colon, a lot of residues, and about 3 months after, the result is actually amazing. The result is amazing. And here is someone that is having breast cancer plus constipation, and 3 months, you see a lot of residues in the colon there. 3 months after taking diet and also run through Kangen machine, using the water and drink it again and again, and the result is amazing. Change your water, change your life. Here is someone that is having cancer and is already on chemo. And chemo is a kind of targeted therapy that destroys both bad cells and good cells. It cannot recognize whether this cells is good or bad. It only terminates every cells in the body. That's why you see most people that are on chemo, they lose their air, they lose their energy. Sleeping becomes a lot of problem because their heart pump at a very high rate because of high radiations of chemotherapy. So that's why it says killing people, killing cancer, not people, by Bob Wright, because the chemo killed the people. All right. But 3 months after drinking Kangen water, okay, and you see the result is amazing. We also have our sisters here, Sister Titi. Okay, you can see this picture you are seeing before and after is 5 weeks, the differences. 5 weeks after taking Kangen water, she is having cancer of stage 4, and she has finished of 6 doses of chemo. And they went her in on that day. They brought her to Maryland, our office, and less than 5 weeks, we begin to feed her with 11.5 and Kangen water for 9.5. And here is the result. The result is amazing. So if you have anyone, you can also do what? Help them, recommend Kangen water, share the water, and let us together save life. Now, Kangen water, machine produce 5 different types of water. The one we discussed earlier is Kangen water, which is the one we drink. The next one is clean water. Use clean water to do what? To take your medication. And secondly, use clean water to feed babies. Babies that are born below 1 year, you don't give them Kangen water. Rather, you give them clean water. These days, doctor says, maternal mother, don't give water to your baby. Rather, do exclusive feeding of breastfeeding. Reason because you know that most water in Nigeria are acid-based, and acid-based water lead those babies to have what we call constipation. But by having Kangen machine in your home, you can simply go to your machine and click green button to get clean water from machine. You can give it to your baby. Why children above 1 year, you can give them Kangen water to drink. Now, that's how you use the neutral water. So the next water is what? The orange button, which is called beauty water. Beauty water is 5.5 pH, which is acid, but it comes out as the negative, as the opposite water coming out when you are fetching Kangen water. That is the waste that is coming out as a negative, as the positive electron is beauty water, which you can store it and bathe with it. Okay, is a perfect. Your skin will do what? We absorb it fast as possible. Here is testimony of beauty water. It nourishes your skin, it moisturizes your skin, firm the skin, and make your skin to, you feel it like tender, like a baby skin. So all the wrinkles, all the dark circles, everything will clear up, and you begin to look more handsome and more beautiful. We call it ladies' light. So the last 2 water that remains is 11.5. Now, 11.5 can only be consumed only people that have cancer, okay? Because their major problems is too much of acid in their system. So you can recommend 11.5 for people that have cancer, okay? But every other person can go on 9.5. Now, that is the only people that have cancer. And they can only consume within a short period of time. Not that it becomes the regular water, because the alkaline content in 11.5 is too high for anyone to consume. So regular one to be consumed is 9.5. But to help those cancer patients, to rescue them faster from the danger zone, we can give them a little of 11.5. Now, the best thing you can use 11.5 for in your home, when you have Kangen machine, to go green in the house. How do you go green? All the fruit and vegetables, how do you wash them? Because the farmer use oil-based chemical to filter to the farm, so that when the rain falls, the farm will not be washed off, the rain will not wash the old chemical from the farm. But at our best time, the chemicals are not being removed. So they would bring all the crops down to the farm, to the market, from market, bring it out to a home. Some other use salt or vinegar, but this cannot remove the chemical that farmer has put. 2 things that why farmer use oil-based is that oil and water don't mix. When you pour oil and water, oil will stay afloat and water goes down. That will help us on this 11.5 water. Now we have sesame oil, okay, and also tap water and 11.5 water. Remember, okay, in chemistry, oil and water what? Don't mix. But here the law is going to be break tonight. Here is the tap water, the oil will stay afloat, then water goes down. But the power of 11.5 microclusters, it has the power to emulsify, to break the oil and the water and mix together, and you can no longer separate them from now on. You can't separate them. That is why it's so easy for you to soak your beans, your rice, your vegetables into 11.5 before you cook them with 9.5. All the chemical that farmers put, you see them live. Here we have fresh tomato. You can see soaking it with 11.5 and tap water. Tap water can only remove the sand and the dust. But 11.5, less than 1 minute of store, you see the result. The result will be amazing. All the pesticide, all the herbicide, that the chemical that farmer has sprayed, that even the seller have sprayed to preserve, everything will be removed with 11.5. The result will wow you. That is a technology of Kangen machine, and we are just having it in Nigeria. But I tell you, this is amazing. This is amazing. If you really got this and you see amazing in this technology, please go to the chat box, type 7777. 777 is the number of success tonight to tell you that this technology is really awesome. This technology is really going to move the market in Nigeria. And you are really ready to move this market, to move this technology, to share it so that every homes in Nigeria is going to have this. As long as they can afford it, as long as they can put a budget on it, they can have it. That is what we're going to make it happen. So go to the chat box. If you are really with me, type 777. 777 is the number. You can see the result on what we call it, strawberry fruit. You can see the normal tap cannot remove anything, but 11.5, you can see the color there. Okay, all the pesticide, everything is washed off. If it is not safe to breathe, how can it save to eat? Thank you for showing the response. I want to appreciate you, and that is Mr. Sheyoloyede. Thank you for 777. God bless you, God bless you, God bless you. Now, if it's not safe to breathe, how can it safe to eat? The guy is spraying the chemicals, spraying it into the farm. If it is water, it doesn't need to protect himself, because you know that it's a very dangerous chemical that this guy is using on the farm. That's why he has to protect himself. Okay. Now, the last water, which is called, I'm going to go on, that is strong acid water, which is 2.5. Now, it's a sanitary water. Now, as you are collecting 11.5 from the front hose, simultaneously, the back hose will dispense the positive water from 11.5 will give you 2.5, which is sanitary water. As a matter of fact, this is the reason why in Japan, Kangen water, Kangen machine used in hospital in Japan to sterilize all medical equipment, both the knife, the scissors, and everything. They use 11.5, 2.5, because 2.5 is very conk acid. It can destroy germs, 99.9% of germs, it can destroy. So you can use it as an hand sanitizer. So it disinfects, you can use to clean the wall, to mop the TV, to mop the glass, to clean the floor. Okay, you can spray it in your home to disinfect. All germs will be destroyed immediately. Okay, and also it's also very good. If you have bad breath, you can spray it to your mouth. If you have a toothache, you can spray it. You have sore throat, you can goggle your mouth. Okay, like that. 2.5 is really awesome. It's also very good on the skin. If you have skin issues, skin rashes, let's see on skin. This is a guy that have eczema. Okay, after you finish your shave or bath, you can spray 2.5 to help to disinfect your body. You can see this guy is having eczema. 2 weeks of spraying 2.5 and drink 9.5 Kangen water, because the one you drink will take care of it internally, while the outer body, the 2.5 will death with the body awesomely, and the result is amazing. Here is someone with psoriasis. Psoriasis is a very stubborn skin disease. Before and after, the result is amazing. So Kangen machine is a thing that needs in every home. Okay, it's still pure medical device. Here we have someone that is having psoriasis. You can see the skin. You can see how the skin is burnt off. Okay, how the skin looks like mustard. 60 days of drinking Kangen water to destroy it internally, and outwardly, the 2.5 take care of it. The guy working Kota Kinabalu General Hospital. But here's another lady, Suzanne, a Singaporean. You can see the face. Psoriasis already made her to be a monster. Within a short time, 2 months, drinking Kangen water and spray 2.5, the result is amazing. Here we have a lot of certificates, okay, on recognitions of the technology and also on the factory, both in so many countries. Here, well, we have 2 to 3 certificates we want to bring the attention of our listener. First, Ministry of Japan, Ministry of Health in Japan, certified this technology as a medical device. After over 6,500 doctors in Japan run through NZ501, tested all the water and give a report back, and they give a medical certification. Secondly, International Standard Organization, ISO, give 13,485 certification, the same certification number given to all medical equipment around the world. That actually confirmed what Ministry of Health did in Japan, but this one is International Standard Organization. All medical equipment, the same certification given to them is what Kangen machine is having. So Kangen machine is the only machine or only technology you're going to have as a home appliance that is a medical device. Thirdly, Water Quality Association, after the company moved to New York in 2003, that is about 10 years after producing Level Look SZ501 and launched the network, they moved to New York, and Water Quality Association of Next of America run through this machine and give a gold seal on Kangen machine. That's why you see every of our machine have this gold seal on it. Now, if anyone talk to you about water analysis machine, ask them about this certificate. If they can't get it, then it can never come closer to Kangen machine. Now we have Level Look SZ501 is not a water purifier, it's not an alkaline machine, but it is a medical device, or call it Kangen machine. No other of such. Now, here is the factory in Osaka, Japan, producing this wonderful technology, and each technician is allocated to a one machine and also with a serial number. Okay, that's why you see your serial number is also attached with your warranty when you acquire this technology. So, do you see value in this machine? And what value can you place? To me, it is a priceless. It is a medical device that every family in Nigeria needs. Now, if you find value in this technology, I want you to go back to your dashboard, to your chat box, and type 777. Type 777 to appreciate or to give value, that you find value in this, and you believe that every home in Nigeria need to have this. Every family in Nigeria need to have this. So go to your chat box and type 777. Now, Level Look SZ501 is the best ever you can give to your family. It's the best gift you can give to your family. If a family can give a house or a car to family comfortability, a family can also put a budget on this to acquire this, because when a member of the family is sick, every member of the family will be running a task. So this technology is what a family needs to put budget on to acquire it. Because when you buy a car, in 5 years, that car is gone. And look at this, Kangen machine is having 5 years warranty, and minimum lifespan you are going to get there is 25 years. You are still using your machine. So Level Look SZ501 is a medical device, and flashing model of 7 coated 7 platinum and titanium platinum plate. This is the stone that is inside this machine that help the ionization, okay, which is very, very expensive, very, very expensive. And the value for this machine as a today price is 3,280 euro. Shipping to Lagos is 200 euro. And total 3,480 euro. Then clearance about 500 euro. So it will give us total of 3,980 euro. 3,980 euro total amount we are paying. In Naira is 3,300,000. This is the value price of this machine for you to acquire, and this does not include the installation. Installation it depends on your water. So when you pay for this machine, we are going to request you to bring your borehole water so that we can run through the TDS and check the pH content, because the machine will receive water that is minimum above 5 or 6 pH, which is above 5 or 6 before it can go into the machine. Then we do what we call pre-filter. That pre-filter installation is what you are going to pay for. Installation actually is free, but you pay for the pre-filter. Okay, minimum, it depends on your water, 10 to 120 or 200,000. It depends on what we get on your water. So with 3.3 million naira, you can have Kangen machine in your deliver in your home. Thank you for that. Now, you agree with me that it's priceless. The best gift you can give to a family, SD501, 3,480. This is cost and learning cost in Murtala Mohammed Airport. Only medical grade water machine, ISO 13,485 medical standard. Only machine that can produce 11.5 and 2.5, 5 years warranty, 25 years plus last span, minimum last span use, one of the kind patented e-cleaning systems. This is a programming service that is in the machine. From time to time, the machine will say cleaning. Once say cleaning, then you need to allow the water to run through the machine so that once you finish, you say, Kangen machine, water is ready to serve you. So we do a kind of calculations of if you invest your 3.3 million naira, in 15 years, we spread this money and check what you'll be spending on water on a daily basis. You'll be spending minimum of, let's say, in a building, 500 naira on water. But if you check what you are spending today in water, it's more than 500 naira. By the time you buy seaway about 1,000 naira, you also see buy some bottled water. All this can calculate together, it gives you a lot of high by the time you look at it in 15 years. So why don't you put up the money in once and acquire this machine so that you know you are no longer buying anything on water. Thank you. And here is the 4 sections of this presentation. If you find value in this, I also want you to go to the chat box and type 777. Type 77 that you appreciate what I present to you, that you are really gaining or acquiring a lot of knowledge about Kangen machine tonight. So go to the chat box and type 777. I can continue on the next. The next is the marketing plan. Now, the marketing plan is going to tell us the aspect where we need to pick this as a business. You're not picking it as a business. You don't need, you only invest once by acquiring the machine. Once you do that, then you start enjoying the machine, start enjoying your water, start sharing the water, start inviting people to join the Zoom meeting, start inviting people to come to the live demonstration, send the video of Kangen machine. We have a lot of videos online, a lot of testimony about Kangen online to people so that they can see the value in acquiring this technology in their home, and you're already making your 6. This is the only business that you only invest once and you continue to earn, and you can also transfer your business entity to your children as you go. So as us in Nigeria, we are a privilege to have this technology and be the first to distribute it in Africa. I want to appreciate Mama Ade, Kema, okay, thank you. I appreciate you for typing 77, for appreciating and seeing value what I'm presenting. Now, this is a proven device for the mass market. Most people that you never imagine that will buy the machine, they are the people that is actually paying to acquire this machine. So you need to just share the information of this machine. You don't need to bother whether this person will or not. Your job is to share the information, tell people about this technology, and let them make a choice of whether they're ready to buy or they're ready to also invite people, okay, to join you. So you don't determine who is going to buy. Your job is to share the water, share the demo, invite people to join the demo so that they can see the value and make up their mind whether to buy or not. Now, over 5 billion have generated from inception of selling this machine, and over 1.5 to 2 million of this machine is in different homes around the world. So if you know anyone that drink water, that is your customer and that is your prospect, meaning share to them, be a lover of Kangen around the world. We have a lot of people that is drinking this. There are people who never even imagine. You see, this is the water they are taking. You can ask Google about it. You see a lot of people that is celebrating that drinking this water. Company history, over 48 years in business, ISO 13,485, time tested and proved, endorsed by Dr. Romishiya, American Anti-Cancer Institute, over 6,500 doctors in Japanese Association of Prevention Adult and Disease, JAPA. They all put endorsement on this technology. Domestic use for how many years? since 1994. First used in Japan in hospital in 1974. 5 years warranty, SZ501, one of a lifetime. That is the only one you're going to buy. 20 to 25 years minimum lifespan you are using. I see so many countries that were running business. So the Enagic as a business, once you acquire one of the machine, you already have a business account to be given to you free of charge. Now, once you have this business account and you have your machine with you, you are drinking your water, you are still sharing to your neighbor, you never know what your neighbor is passing through until you share Kangen water to them. By the time you decide to testimony, then you will be amazed at how you save life in your next door. Now, no monthly qualification. This is the behaviors of the plan. No monthly qualification, no stocking or loading of inventory. That is, you don't need to go and use a lot of money to acquire the machine and start selling one by one. No, just buy only one machine and you have your free account, then you can start selling the machine. No annual renewal. You don't need to renew anything. Just buying one machine, you are good to go. Then the marketing plan is cumulative sales. What that simply means is, once you own a machine, you sell to 1, 2, 3, 4, then they sell to people under themselves. All together will be acquiring to your own advancement. International borderless sponsoring. What that means is, you own an account in Nigeria, you can talk to someone in France, in Canada, in US, in South Africa, anywhere in the world. As they buy the machine through your distributorship ID, you begin to earn your commissions in euro in Nigeria. The marketing plan that pay you and I is patented. The competition is patented. What that means is your right that will pay you your commission when you begin to sell the machine, it is locked. The company cannot change it. Another company can also not use it. So your right, my right, is patented. On tap market, you agree with me, because Africa is just having access to Kangen technology right now. The marketing plan patented is what we are seeing in the board. That is the patency certificate. Now we are making a two comprehensive marketing plan. First, the regular one, which is a binary plan or different plan they use in network marketing, because our own system is not called multi-level. It is called direct sales commission payment. Okay, so here it doesn't have any, it doesn't force you, it doesn't compel you to do anything by force, by fire. No. Once you own a machine, you also have free account. Okay, then you can now begin to sell the machine to as many people as possible, whether 5, 10. Now, when those people now sell, you begin to have what we call direct sales, also indirect sales. Direct sales plus indirect sales will give you what? Total group sales. Now, here is Enagic different plans they pay. Different plan in 10 different ways, but we're not going to talk about 2 tonight, 8A and 8-point commission and education allowance. Here it is. The 8-point comes when a single machine is sold, the company will receive 3,480 euro for SZ501. That money will buy the machine and send the machine to Munitala Mohammed Airport, and you need to use 500 euro to do the clearance. Immediately, the company will budget 1,640 euro and divide it with 8. What that means is 8 divided of 1,640, the one of it, the answer will give us 205 euro per 1 unit. That is 8 slides. That means when every time this is what happened, they will distribute it among the people that make that sales happen. So this is it. First, after you buy the machine, your position is 1A. When you sell to your first customer, because you are 1A, out of that 8 slide of the pizza of sharing of 1,640, your entitlement is 1 point. That is 205. 205 euro you earn from making the 4 sales. When you make the second sales, you see earn 1 point out of 8. When you make the third sales, then that is when you move to 2A and you earn 2 points on that third sales. That is 410 euro. The next is once your cumulative hit 10 machine, your sales, the people that you introduce, they're also making sales, and you have 10 cumulative machine in your group, then make the next sales, which is going to promote you to 3A, and you earn 3 points on that single machine. That is 615 euro. Now, once your cumulative now move rise to 20 machine, use your ID to do number 21 so that you can be promoted to 4A. On that single machine, you are earning 4 points. That is 820 euro per machine. It's getting hotter and better. Next, once you have cumulative of 50 machine, use your ID to do number 51 so that you can be promoted to 5A and you earn 1,025 euro per machine. Once your cumulative E20 machine, my brother, you move to 6A by selling to the next person so that your promotional can reflect. And you become 6A and you are earning 205 euro times 6. On that single machine, you are taking 6 points. That is 1,230 euro per machine. This is close to 1 million naira. And exchange rate now to naira is 800 to 1 euro. That is about 900 plus that you're going to earn when you are becoming a 6A. All right. So let's go on the next. If this slide, while you go to the chat box and type 777, remember our number for response tonight is 777. 77 is the number of champion tonight. Go there and type it because this we're going to move the market of Nigeria. So let's look at the full analysis of what we just discussed. Every note in this green is your commission. This is you. You send to family of Tom. Your position is 1A. So you earn 1 point. That is 205. You send to Alice, which is second family. Your position is still remain 1A. So you are taking 1 point. That is 205. Immediately you send to Rose family, which is the third customers or top families, then you'll be promoted to 2A and you're earning how much? 410 euro. Next is Tom is under you, but Tom make a sales to Grace family. You are still taking 1 point, and Tom too will take 1 point. That is 205 you are earning from your indirect. Grace said to Polly, Polly said to Ato, Ato said to Ade, Ade said to Tunde, you are still earning 205 euro per machine. At this point, you decided to use your ID to do number 8. But your community is not to 10, so you cannot be promoted yet. So you now said to Kim family, Kim will still remain at your 2A line. Meaning, you still remain 2A. So meaning on Kim machine, you are earning 2 points. So, which is 410 euro. On this note, Kim decided to set 3 machine, you are earning 410 times 3, which is your indirect second generational bonus. You are earning what? 410 per machine. At this point, if you check your cumulative is already 10. So use your ID to do number 11 so that main family will promote you to 3A and you earn 615 per machine. So if this lady make a sales for you of machine, it's going to earn 205, but you are earning 615 euro per machine. Now, Annie is under Kim, which is second generation. He said 3 machines, you are earning 410 each. Bob is under Annie, which is your third generation, and he said 3 machines, you are earning 410 each. At this point, John is coming in under 4th generation down the line. He now make a sales of the machine. Remember, every sales of the machine, 1,640 euro is removed as a budget and divided with 8 points. So they now distribute it among people that made the sales of the machine to happen. So John is going to take 1 point because he's making the sales of first machine. So out of 8, John take 1. So Bob is taking 2 points because he registered John as the number 3. So Bob is going to earn his 410 for the first time, which is 410 euro. And then we said we also earn 410 from that sales. Kim will also earn 410 for that sales. If you add the whole total together, it's 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 1. Total of what? 7 points out of 8. So how many remaining that you are going to take is 1 point. So out of 8 points, you are only taking 1. So on John machine, which is under John, you are taking 1 point, which is a 205, not 410. So John said to Dave, you are still earning 1 point because the same mathematics will also split the point. Thirdly, John decided to sell to Dave, which is his number 3 machine. And John promoted to 2A because Dan is in his third legs. So it's going to take 2 points, Bob 2 points, Annie 2 points, Kim 2 points, 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. That's a total of 8. So the all 8 point is already exhausted. So on Dan machine, you are taking 0, meaning you are not going to earn on Dan machine. That doesn't count to your cumulative sales. Is it a good news or a bad news? So me, this is good news because the company is being sincere enough to tell you that here your income will stop. In other company, you'll be hearing end to infinity and you never end to infinity, meaning they lie to you. But here, they're sincere to tell you the truth. So you agree with me that a lot of lines here will make it say that you might not even take note of Dan, that is not earning from Dan. Yes, because all these people can make a sense. Alex can say you earn 205. Oros can say you earn 410. Then all these people under Kim can say, even Kim can still say you earn 410, 410, 410. So this is the Enagic company marketing plan. So if you check cumulative, you already have 20 machines. Use your ID to sell to Tony so that you can be promoted to what? 4A and earn 820. So 820 euro. Anytime Tony makes a sales, that is what you are taking. So Sam comes in, or Simon comes in, because you have cumulative of 50 machines, and you will be promoted to 5A when he pick up his machine, and you earn 1,025 euro per machine. So Sam is the last person that is coming in because you have cumulative of how many? 100 machines. 100 machines will take you to 6A, and on Sam machine, you are taking 1,230 euro per machine. On this note, you become a leader in the systems. So next bonus begin to apply to your bonus. Look at this Dan. Where this Dan is that you're not earning anything. Immediately you become 6A. Anywhere Dan fall in any of your line, you'll be taking what we call education allowance of 130 euro per machine. By the time we check yesterday, 130 euro per machine times 800 is 108,000 naira per machine. Oh my God. This is really awesome. If you find it very interesting and very exciting and you are in an exciting moment tonight, go to the dashboard and type 777. 77 is the number of success tonight because Nigeria is going to hear you. We're going to rock Nigeria with Kangen machine. We don't need 5% of population of Nigeria. We only need just 1%. And if that 1% of 200 million of Nigeria, that is about 2 million machines. My brother, you are made for life. In fact, if only 1,000 machines can be sold through your network, my brother, you are already a multi. You're already a multi. And who says that it cannot be possible? Who give the person the right to make a comment or to give a judgment of who you are? Nobody can give a government give a judgment of you if you don't give a permission to that person. It is you that can stop yourself. Nobody absolutely can stop you. In as much that the Kangen machine is doing wonder, people take the water and they can feel it, they can feel the impact in their body. My brother, my sister, we can move this market and we can get to the dreamland. We can get to where we visualize that we want to get to. Because the power of dreams is in those who make the dreams happen by taking action every day. And this we do on Tuesday. We're having a physical seminar. On Wednesday, a physical seminar. On Friday, a physical seminar. On Saturday night, Zoom meeting 8 p.m. On Sunday evening, Zoom meeting 8 p.m. This is what we are doing in order to actualize our dreams and believe in it and keep getting there and we'll arrive there. So go to the chat box, type 777. Immediately you hit the 100 machine, you move immediately to what we call career path. Career path is another wonderful on this marketing plan that I can't just wait to get there. I can't just wait to be a career in this. So meaning we should choose energy business as a career so that we can get to career path and begin to make a lot of hard currencies to our bank account. Immediately becomes 6A. What happens next is you are going to take under career path, you're going to earn $3,000. This is different from what you have been earning. That is a euro on daily machines. This is coming as a position ranking bonus, which is incentive or one-time incentive. Once you become 6A, you earn $3,000 once off. So encourage your two of your downline to come to 6A, whether direct or indirect. Once you have two serious distributors under you, who becomes 6A from two different lines, you move to 6A2 and you take $6,000, they will earn $3,000 each. Once you encourage them to come to 6A2 so that they can take $12,000 each, then you move to what? I mean, $6,000 each. You can move to 6A2-2, then you earn $12,000. This is outside your selling of the machine. That is earn euro on 8 points. Also outside the education allowance. This is another awesome. Encourage them to come to -2, 6A2-2, so that you can move to 6A2-3. You take $25,000 once off incentive and basic incentive on monthly basis, $25,000. Oh my God, I can't wait to get this. This is our minimum goal setting that we are approaching, that we are moving. That's why you see we are putting all tenacity, all effort, all energy, all action, so that we can be able to get here. My brother, set this as your minimum goal, then we can get there. All right. The next is encourage two of them to come to 6A2-3, so that you can move to 6A2-4, and then you take 50,000 once off and 10,000 basic incentive. Encourage them to come to 6A2-4, so that you can come to 6A2-5. Then you earn 100,000 once off and 15,000 basic incentive. Lastly, we're going to stop here. Encourage two of them to come to 6A2-5, so that you can move to 6A2-6. Then you earn 200,000 once off and 20,000 basic incentive. This is how the market plan of energy keep continuing until you keep moving and keep arising. This is the wonder of energy company. I believe that what I've shared to you tonight, you'll find a great value on it. Please go to our dashboard, go there and type 777. 77 is the number of success. 77 shows that you acquire knowledge, you acquire skill tonight that is going to help you to unleash to the general public and get more people to join Kangen Water. Let me tell you, don't allow the economic situation of Nigeria to create a myopic mind into you that limit your belief that nobody can buy the machine. I tell you, that means that your cycle of friends or cycle of people that you surround yourself with are people that is living below. So meaning, upgrade your mind, believe in your mind, and so that the universe law will bring people that will buy the machine to you. And you to get to the next person, the richest person on earth, you only need 6 persons to connect with, to get there. So believe in it, and the universe begin to bring the right people to your doorsteps. I believe in faith. I believe in visualizing. I believe in action. Once you believe in all this, then put action in place, then that thing you believe, your belief will come to reality. This is the way we have it tonight. Please, if you have a question to ask, please kindly unmute yourself. And also want you, if you find value what I present, go to the chat box and type 7777. 777 is the numbers of success tonight. We are entering into a new week with a high energy so that we can go and exploit and come back in the weekend for a lot of testimony. Last upper weeks, one of my business partners make a sales of 3 machines in a week. Who says it's not possible? Who give the person the right to make a judgment of who you are? It is only you that can give them the permission to allow that, that their negative confession to come to pass in your life. If you don't give them the right, just believe in yourself and keep moving. You get it achieved. If someone has achieved before, then it is possible. Even though no one can achieve it, once you can consume it, you can visualize it, then you can get there. So if you believe in this vision, type 777 on the dashboard. And also, if you have a question, please unmute yourself so that you can take over to the floor. I appreciate you all who waited tonight for enjoying this wonderful presentation. So kindly go there and type 777.